I'm struggling with technology as usual, so I just wanted to cover a couple of things. I scoured the internet as only I could do, in short of anything severe hitting our soil, other than the fucking high prices that we've been facing. Today I just did a video that was at Kroger, low price of Kroger brand coffee, a 24-ounce can. Used to be $5.99, jumped to $6.99, $8.99, $9.99, but would go on sale to $6.99, $13.99. Are you JKing me? $13.99. This everyday low price. This is a Canadian stamp. It says 95 cents. It's the best I could do because I can't find a United States 95 cent stamp. But don't worry, they're working on that right now. The slow frog boil is it's not slow anymore. It's an overdrive as far as I'm concerned, and not just me, many other people. They are literally pricing us out of existence. I don't know how anybody doesn't see this. Don't get used to this, because I see the zombies in the aisles of the grok store, the grocery stores. You know, when they walk by the $13.99 can of coffee of Kroger brand. Folgers and all the name brand, they're $16.99. They're $15.99. They're $20-something $99. And the people are just like, the sheep are just like down the aisle. They're like they've been just, their soul has been drained out of them. They don't react to this. They don't see this and call it out right there. Everyone should be in the grocery store aisles going, what the fuck? What the fuck? Meat? This beef is now $6.66 a pound, Kroger? Are you serious? How about Publix? Their cheapest cut of meat, when I was there, was damn pushing $10 of ground beef. Ground beef we're talking about, not even a steak. They're pricing us out of existence. But comes now the USPS, more like POS. They want to raise first-class stamp price to as high as 95 cents a stamp. I kid you not, man. This world, our planet, you might think I'm overreacting. Why are you doing this video? Some people on Fascist Book, my so-called friends, what are you doing up late doing the videos? Look where we're at. Look where we're at in history. Look where we're at in the timeline of history. Look where we're at. It's late in the hour. It's late in the hour. Somebody has to say something. Somebody has to burn the midnight oil if that's what they got to do to sound the alarm. Are you doing that? No? Sit down. Sit down. It's called for this. And a lot of you out there were too on BitChute. A lot of you have channels and making videos trying your best to sound the alarm. Look at this nonsense. 95 cents. The U.S. Postal Service wants to raise first-class stamp prices between 90 and 95 cents as it faces a financial crunch. Well, guess what? USPOS, the middle class, the po-po class, not police class, the poor class, the lower class. We've been facing this financial crush for years, coming at us at all angles, including property taxes, which owning your own home, that's a sham, because if you don't pay your property tax, you own the property, but if you don't pay the tax, they can confiscate your home and everything. Land grab, house grab, whatever, burn it down and maybe turn it into a 15, try to turn all these homes. In other words, you don't own this. You don't own your home, because if you fail to pay your property tax, the way I understand it, they can confiscate your fucking home, or at least put a lien on it or something like that. So how free are we? How much do we own? By 2030, you'll own nothing, be happy. But here we are, a little fucking stamp to take something and put it in the mail. You know, mail. Why do you call it the mail? M-A-I-L. I'm thinking, I didn't look this up, is because a male or man used to deliver it, but way back in the 1800s and such. And probably back then they go, Mama, Papa, the mail's coming, meaning the man. The man's coming to deliver the mail. The mail is coming. The mail is here. The mail is here to drop off our letters. That's why I think they call it the mail. I don't know. I didn't look this up, and I don't care to. If you know why they call it M-A-I-L, because they love to play on words, let me know. But I'm guessing it's because a man used to deliver it back then. 95 cents or 90 cents a fucking stamp. Well, you know, that goes hand in hand with chicken wings. It used to be the cheapest thing around. 25-cent wings, 10-cent wings. Now it's like you got these bars or these restaurant/bars. Oh, Wing Wednesday, $1 a wing. That's not a dollar. A dollar wing with barely any meat on it. That's a fucking deal. That's not a deal. Not, it's a ripoff. We're being ripped off on all angles, and it's not just, it's not just this administration. Because I got a libtard on Facebook going, well, the reason why your coffee's $13.99 is because of the Iran war. Well, I didn't know coffee comes from Iran. I thought it came from fucking Mexico and South America, and, well, very limited, I think, we get from Vietnam. But I damn sure didn't think we get it from Iran. So if they're grown in South America, we don't need the Strait of Hormuz to deliver it to the United States. This is corporate greed, using the war or anything they can as an excuse to jack up the price of this, that, and the other. And if it was the Iranian war that caused the coffee that I saw at Kroger brand to go to $13.99 a can, as opposed to $10.99 where it was, or even $5.99 a couple of years ago, it's not the war, because then everything else will be jacked up accordingly. You would see ground beef go from $6.66 a pound to $10 a pound if the Strait of Hormuz caused that, the war in Iran. It's not that. So let's stop blaming all the jacked up prices suddenly spiking on the so-called war in Iran. It's not. And especially not 10 days to 2 weeks later. It's not going to spike that much. This is corporate greed, using everything from the scamdemic to this, that, and the other, and now the Iran war, to jack the shit up. That's what they're doing. They're robbing us. Why? Because 2030, you will own fucking nothing and be happy. This fucking thing, this fucking thing, damn, I'm pissed off. Right here, if they have their way, also by 2030, this will be obsolete. Yeah, because it'll be in you. They want us to be human antennas. They want us to be human cell phones. They want us to be meshed with technology. And a lot of you out there took the damn mRNA jibby jabs and fucking, well, yeah, we're going to take a look at that in just a bit. But here we are, CBS, communism bullshit system. Crappy bullshit system. CBS says their plan is to generate revenue because they're hurting. The friggin' U.S. postal system has been propped up for how long now? Decades? Because it's a part of the government. It's the government fund. The government runs it. I mean, what the hell? This is just robbery. It's just robbery, man. It's just sheer robbery. But I just want to share that with you. They're looking to jack it up. You want to look more information up on that? Be my guest. 95 cents. 90 to 95 cents a damn stamp. I remember, well, I was a teenager, but it just seemed like not too long ago, even though you could argue it was long ago. But it was just 10 cents. 10 cents a stamp, man. I remember you could go on YouTube and look up videos of going to McDonald's back in the 80s and 70s, and everything was cheap. I mean, even Taco Hell back in the 90s was like 35 cents a taco. Come on, man. Come on, man. How far we have fallen. You'll own nothing. You'll be angry. You'll be happy. You live in Z 15-minute stack 'em and pack 'em cities. You rent the ropa. I meant clothes. You rent the car. You rent the apartment. You live in the tiny home. This is where we're going. Do you know how many videos I see of people living in hotels now? Motels and Holiday Inns. Do you know how many people I see in these videos on YouTube, SchoolTube, of people living in their cars, people living in their vans, people living in RVs because they just have had enough. They've had enough of being ripped off and robbed from the system. This system's rigged against us. It really is. And I just want to share that with you. There's something else, a couple of things. In Ireland, I want to show you just how much our world is hijacked. We've been invaded over the last 4 years under not only Beijing Joe Biden's watch, the New World Order since the scamdemic. And let me scroll back. What the hell is going on? Ireland finds itself at a cultural crossroads this St. Patrick's Day, afloat in Balin robe. In Ireland, is referencing the Epstein files has been roundly condemned basically, I don't know. I don't want to get into. I don't know what it has to do. Okay, you want me to read it word for word? Ireland finds itself at a cultural crossroads this St. Patrick's Day, afloat in Balin robe, comma, C.O. Mayo. Is that county? Mayo? I don't even know what that means. Balin robe, comma, a plate, afloat somewhere in Ireland during the St. Patrick's Day parade, referencing the Epstein files, has been roundly condemned as the nation's president used the holiday to promote migrant solidarity and global citizens. I guess someone made a float trying to keep the Epstein thing alive, and Ireland's new president, I guess, and it's a woman, communist, used the holiday to promote migrant solidarity and global citizens. A lot going on there in Ireland. Videos show Irish parades increasingly reflecting the reality of the invaders. And even Conor McGregor has decried this scene, or the scene all over Ireland on St. Patrick's Day, as the country has been overridden by invaders. Conor McGregor says, I can't do an Irish accent, can I? I can't even, I struggle doing English and Australian. No, I would have to play in Irish. No, Conor McGregor. Ahoy, mateys! Always by default, I have to say that. Ireland is no longer Irish. Yeah, I think I'm getting into it. The spirit of Ireland. Ireland used to be Irish. St. Patrick's Day was nothing but Irish. But we're not seeing the Irish here, we're seeing invaders. Conor McGregor paraphrasing heavily. We have been overridden by these third world groids in Ireland. This is what our scene looks like. We must take back our country. But your president is a fucking damn commie, New World Order piece of shit, endorsing this. Conor McGregor. Let's take a look at this. Okay, so there you see the Epstein files to keep that story alive. That's to keep the story alive. And then you see Glory. That's one video.
These kids.
That's one video. I'm gonna make this quick.
Where is that?
St. Patty's Day. Everyone's Irish tonight.
This is St. Patrick's Day in Ireland. Take a look. Take a look at this. You know what they're saying? You know what they're saying? They've been conquered in Ireland without a shot fired. Look at this. Third world Africans in Ireland. Are you JKing me? This is Ireland. This is what the New World Order governments allowed over the last 4 to 5 years to happen in Western countries. Third world infiltrating the open border, George Soros policies. This is Ireland. Are you proud of this, Ireland? Take your country. The fighting Irish. I'm not saying it. This is Ireland. Look at this. This is increasingly happening in America, Western countries. Overridden. Colonization looks like. This is Ireland. This is Ireland. St. Patrick's Day is in Ireland is now full of migrants. Let's take a look at that unbeautiful, nasty, disgusting bean footage. Let's take a look at this. This is Ireland. Where's the fighting Irish? Where are the bagpipes? Where's anything that resembles Ireland? Huh? And you're allowing this? You Western countries are allowing this shit? Look at this. A mockery. Wearing the Irish hats. Look at St. Patrick's Day hats. Nothing about them is about assimilation. Don't you dare come at me and say, well, this is hate or anything like that. Yeah, I hate what's happening in the Western country. I hate what these New World Order POS governments are allowing to happen, but I also can't stand how the citizens of these countries are allowing this to happen. I can't stand the whole shebang. You can't go into these other countries in Africa, for instance, these Africans that, and not just them, it's other areas of the world. It's the Middle East that's infiltrated these countries, but it's been heavily, by and large, the third world. Africa, let's face it, all right, has infiltrated the West. And you can't go into their countries and just infiltrate, overtake, and just call the shots, can you? No country, respectable country or people will allow that to happen. But it's happening here in the West, and it's happening in the United States. They say there's Iranian sleeper cells here, ready to pop off. The government knows about it, and yet they're still here. It's weird, huh? Funny how that works. Funny how it works. When are the people going to take back their countries? When? When is the West going to take back their countries? When are we going to have a worldwide exorcism of all these demons? Inquiring minds want to know, and time's running out. And now I'm going to show you this quick video about the zombie apocalypse that I've shown you and other channels have shown you over the years. The Center for Disease Creation, the CDC, they have it on their website unless they took it off. They go, oh, it's just a joke. We're just being lighthearted. It's just a zombies apocalypse. In case the zombies arise, this is our little plan for you to defend yourself. Here we go. Come on.
Why do we have...
Come on.
All right, guys. Why do we have a courthouse in Texas handing out pamphlets on zombie...
Okay, don't get triggered, BitChute. It's Dabu 7, okay? It's happening because I've seen this resurface, not on Dabu 7's channel, so let's not get triggered, BitChute. You down toot downers, you toot downers. I've seen this on other channels. It's resurfacing. This is becoming a thing more and more. Zombie apocalypse, okay? This is very important.
All right, guys. Why do we have a courthouse in Texas handing out pamphlets on zombie attacks? As you can see here, someone that has walked in to a courthouse in Burleson, Texas, sees these zombie attack preparedness pamphlets for the people to take. This goes over evacuation routes, emergency survival plans, long-term supply checklists. It has all kinds of instructions in here, telling you better be better safe than sorry. And they have put this out there in the open. It even has a line saying that when zombies are hungry, they won't stop. And this is being put out in courthouses. This is real deal. Are you guys seeing anything like this out there in your neck of the woods? This reminds me of several different things in the past we covered. And you talk about hiding something in plain sight. That seems to be exactly what they're doing here right now. Remember when Amazon updated its terms of service? What was in it? Zombie attack. To be ready for a zombie apocalypse event. We questioned it then. Why are they doing something like this that seems like a joke, but it's not a joke? Well, here again, in a public courthouse in Texas, they've stocked the bin over here with this, and it's very serious. They're not putting it out as a joke, it's on the serious tip. Are you guys seeing something like this in your neck of the woods? Let me know, and join me for the live stream Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, where I'm talking about this and a whole lot more. Hope to see you there.
And I can show you it's on the CDC's website, but I'm not going to do it. It's late. There's speculation of people thinking that because since 2020, when the sheeple took the jibby jabs
for those over age 60,
for a virus they thought existed, even though
that
viruses don't exist, all that technology that's in the injection, along with the frequencies, we're surrounded by cell towers, routers, cell phones. Don't forget the movie The Cell. Just all the frequencies and other hidden technologies that we don't even know about. Because you put something in you, they can do the frequency thing and just make the sheeple flip out, wig out, and turn into zombies. If you think that's a joke, the joke's on you, because their technology is 50 to 100 years ahead of us. Whatever crumbs they give us in technology is just that, crumbs. They're way beyond that. Way beyond that. All right? So you can laugh at it and be a joker, a jester of the court, and just laugh. Little laughing emojis like a clown, like a troll, like an ignoramus. Or if they're putting this shit out there, it's not a joke. They're putting pamphlets out there, and they just showed you in public places. This is on the Center for CDC's website. It has been. I don't know if it still is, but this is serious. Again, their technology is 50 to 100 years of us. Our world has been hijacked by demons. We need an exorcism, but there's no exorcism being conducted. So this is what we're dealing with, along with this so-called war in Iran, foods being poisoned. You got a certain group of people acting a fool everywhere you go. Lawlessness abounds, and immorality abounds as well, along with trollness. Don't be a troll out there. It's what I got for you. Be prepared. If this doesn't go down, none of this goes down, and no World War III, and everything fizzles out, and we go back to life as normal, you're prepared. But if it does happen the way we think it's going to happen, because we are in the last of the last days, you're prepared. But ultimately, we all need to be, and that includes this guy, spiritually prepared, because this world is not all there is. There's an afterworld, there's an afterlife, there's an eternity, where we are eternal beings, whether you're going up or down. Choose who you may serve, and that goes for all of us, and that goes for this guy too. There's a lot of work to be done for me. There's a lot of work to be done for you guys. So don't be trolling it out there. Don't be a sheeple. That's what I got for you. I'm out.